Now, there's the conversation around accountability. Should black men take responsibility for black women's poor decision making? Should black women take responsibility for black men's poor decision making? At the end of the day, there's a lack of accountability on both sides. Okay, because let's be real. I'm just going to be real. Black women, you do need to make better decisions with who you decide to lay with and have children with and date and be in relationships with. Black men, you do need to make better decisions on who you decide to ejaculate in, lay with, and have relationships with. Both of you need to have more self-respect, self-control, self-accountability, self-discipline. Because it's really ridiculous how both sets act like we just have to be out here screwing everything like rabbits. We don't. And then we also have to look at the toxic relationships and the toxic family structures and the toxic societal structures, right, that perpetuate the same generational trauma and cycles of deadbeat men, deadbeat fathers, baby mama, baby daddy. Again, and I'm just going to be real. We are again one of the main races of people that, in my opinion, we are the main ones that want to promote baby daddy, baby mama culture. Meanwhile, everybody else seems to understand that you need to actually be in a relationship with a title, preferably married, right? If we're going to base everything off of traditional gender roles, traditional cisgendered, heterosexual, heteronormative relationships with the nuclear family. There's nothing nuclear about having multiple baby daddies and multiple baby mamas. Now, here's the thing though, right? If we're going to, because they love to talk about biology, okay. Once again, it's the person with the penis that can have multiple kids. A person with a penis can get a person pregnant every day of the week for the entire year and could potentially have 365 kids in a year because the person with the penis is the one ejaculating into the person with the vagina and potential ovaries who can become pregnant. So speaking from a cishet perspective, it's the cis man that's ejaculating in the cis woman. The cis woman can only become pregnant and carry a pregnancy full term, in theory, once a year because it takes 9 months. So again, it's not the woman that's going around creating all these unwanted kids. Because again, in theory, she can only carry one pregnancy to full term. It takes 9 months out of the 12 months to make a year. Meanwhile, the person who's ejaculating and just, screwing every hole that's available to them, they can get somebody pregnant every day of the year. They can get multiple people pregnant every day of the year if they wanted to, and they prove that every day. I mean, look at Nick Cannon. Look at a lot of our deadbeat fathers. Some of us have siblings that are literally 2-3 months apart. Because, our deadbeat dad was sleeping around with numerous women and got numerous women pregnant at the same time during the same year. So again, when we want to talk about the accountability piece, if we're really going to look at it from that standpoint, it is the black man. It is the cis man. Because you're the one that's bringing the sperm to the egg. It's not the other way around. You don't have to ejaculate in people. You could wear condoms. You could get a vasectomy. Or you could actually settle down and stop thinking that you have to be a damn wild animal and sleep with everybody. Now, to the women, and also to the men, right? To everyone. When you look at the toxic family dynamics that a lot of us are coming from, how is she going to make better decisions when it comes to picking a decent person to be with? When she's growing up in a household where she didn't have a father, or the dad was in and out of her life, he's in jail, he's on drugs, or non-existent. Or flip-flop, it's not stable. And a lot of times women are taught to be submissive and to essentially just take whatever is given to them, not have any standards, don't speak up for themselves. This is what's being taught through socialization. Okay. And also, the standards for cis men are extremely low. So like anybody that's dealing with a cis man, you're basically supposed to be giving them, a round of applause for doing the most basic to bare minimum things. But because the totem pole is so low, it's basically in hell at this point. Hell, the standards are literally with that mini submarine that was trying to find the Titanic. That's how low they are for cis men. So it's like, and not to mention manipulation. And this goes on both sides, right? Because a person can come to you in the beginning and give you this, persona that they're going to be a good guy, a good woman, a good person. They're respectful, they're accountable, they're loving, they're caring. They can put all of this persona, and then you think that that's really who they are, and y'all been getting to know each other for quite some time, and then out of the blue, the mask slips, and they are the complete opposite. And now you're dealing with a deadbeat. Not to mention, let's just keep it a buck, a lot of cis men are narcissistic as hell, and they use pregnancy to trap cis women every damn day. And there's a lot of cis women who are also narcissistic as hell, and they use pregnancy to trap men every day. You have people who are literally using their children as pawns in a chess game, right? To try to control the other parent, to try to keep somebody around. Not to mention, if it's the cis man that's using the cis woman, this is very common, especially with narcissistic men. Like, let's just keep it real. They will literally get you pregnant so they can come in and out of your life at any given moment because you have their child. And they're going to use that child to control your ass. Meanwhile, they got 2-3 other baby mamas. And hell, y'all probably all had y'all kids the same year. Like I said, a lot of us have half siblings and siblings who, you were born in October, they were born in December the same year from another woman. So again, it's the dude who's doing all of this, okay? But nobody wants to look at that piece. Then again, if we're teaching women to be submissive and to follow the lead of the man, well, if the man doesn't want to use condoms, she's typically going to follow the lead. So again, on this responsibility piece, you have to start questioning everything. It's so many layers to this.